Good morning everyone and welcome back to Wayne's Outdoors for Outdoors Freaks. It is Christmas Eve. I'm going to see if I can get a few hours in today before the rain sets in later. And I am at a new lake for the channel. It's another one of the club lakes. It's just around the corner from my house, which is lucky. And it holds fish up to the high 20s. There's been 3 or 4 new fish put in the last week, around about the 28 mark. I think there might be fish in here that go 30. There's a lot of fish in here. Let me spin you around and I'll show you. All right, this is the start. We've got toilets on site. Got car parking there, all fenced in parking. And this is the end. We're tacking down here. That's the lake. Just gonna have a quick wander about, see if I can see anything, see what's going on, and then I'll get back to you all. Catch you all in a bit. Right, I've had a little walk up and down. I haven't really seen anything, any signs, so it's more instinct I'm going to have to go on at the moment, unless I see something on the mooch. But I quite like the look of this. Let me turn you around again. Right, so this end of the lake, up this end, is obviously it's on the back of the wind, so it's nice and secluded. Got a nice big swim with a bank behind. I mean, that's irrelevant. But we've got this little corner here with all the margins, and then we've got this little island here with the reeds on the end and some overhanging trees. There's a few bubbles over there, but I don't know whether they're like feeding bubbles or whether a duck or one of the birds has made the bubbles just before I got here and they're still sat there. I didn't see them appear, sort of thing. The bubbles are just there. But going off of instinct, this could be a good starting spot. So unless I see something while I'm walking back down the other way, you can only fish off this one bank, you can't fish off that far bank. So fishing from here, obviously I've got the island and I've got the far margin. It's auto fence all the way round again here. So I'm going to have another wander back up to the car, and if I don't see anything else I'm going to bring the car down this end. I'll catch up with you all in a bit. Right, so I've walked all the way round and I've seen no signs whatsoever. But now I'm wondering about this end. The other end, it obviously comes into this bay. You've got this swim here. Comes into this bay. There's an outlet over there which flows through to another lake that's down there, which is like more of a match lake. All the silvers and that in it. But I'm wondering now, because I've got good snags down this end. It's a west-southwesterly breeze, which isn't exactly cold. It's blowing down this end, blowing into this end. I don't know whether to start here. I've been around and looked in all the snags. I can't see anything, but it's a bit murky. It's hard to see. I just haven't seen any signs whatsoever. There's a little flat spot keeps coming up out there, but I don't know if that's fish feeding in the silt. I've not seen any signs of actual fish. I might give it another 5-10 minutes watching. There's no one else here today. I'll give it another 5-10 minutes watching before I make my mind up. Catch up with you in a bit. Hi everyone, right, I'm set up, got 2 rods out. One right hand rod just out sort of in the middle, because I'm pretty sure I saw a fish top just with a Parker Baits white wafter on it and a bit of PVA mesh with, you know, 50 little pellets in it. And my left hand rod is further out over towards the far bank, about a foot off the edge of a little bit of weed, and that's got a yellow wafter in it. And so yeah, flip you around. So yeah, right hand rod is just there, left hand rod is over there. I opted to go for this end where the wind's coming into. There's a little bit, I'm sure I've seen some sign here, but this swim, there's no one else on the lake, so I haven't really got to stick to the markers for the swim markers. So this swim gives me access to this end of the lake here, pretty much, you know, half the lake, more than half the lake I can access from this swim here. So if I see anything, I can stick something on it. We'll see how we go, depending on the weather. I'm planning on being here till probably 2-3 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. I haven't brought a bivvy or brolly with me. My brolly is still in the lockup, unfortunately, but I will be getting that soon. So what I've done is I've got a little cover, so I've made a little makeshift shelter just in case it rains. It's like a little mini tarp, just put it up here in the trees and I'll sit back under it. So if it does rain, if it rains too hard, if I get a torrential downpour, I'll go and stand in the toilet with the door open because my swim's only here. So we'll see how it goes. Only here, so like I say, only here for a few hours. So I'll keep my eyes on the water. If I see anything, I'll stick something on it. Until then, I'm going to sit back, watch, and I'll bring you back if anything happens. Catch you then. Welcome back everyone. Rods have been out half an hour now. Just continually watching the water and I still haven't seen any definite signs. So I see that one top out just over here where I've put the white one out to the middle of the lake, but you know, I can't guarantee it was a carp. Now I know this was netted 4 weeks ago now, and there was like 1.5 tons of silvers moved into the other lake that's connected to this one through the pipes. They were moved out of this one into that one, so I know there's not that many silvers in here anymore. But I still, you know, I still can't be sure it was a carp. But it's the only thing I've seen. I think I'll give it another half an hour where it is. And then if nothing happens, I will reel it in. And I will put it over to the other side of the lake, just off the snags. Unless, of course, I see something right before then. It's not a lot to go on at the moment. The fish are hunkering down somewhere, just don't know where. Catch up with you all in a bit. Right, that rod's been out about an hour now, so I've moved it. I've actually redone both rods. So I've moved the right hand rod from mid-water and put it over, I'll show you. Right, the right hand rod is now in that gap between them two snags, in line with that grass there. And the left hand rod is where it was. It's just off the left hand side of that weed bed about there. And I've put a fresh little stick on each one. So with any luck, I'll leave them now. Still not seen anything. Bailiff come round, I spoke to the bailiff and he said yesterday, over in front of that oak tree over there, which is where the weed bed is, he said there was one which kept showing over there yesterday, kept lumping out. So with any luck, they're still in the area, just holding up and not really moving. So hopefully they're still there and I can tempt one out. And hopefully there's one in them snags, they're in them snags, or they're moving between the snags, and I'll be able to tempt one of them as well. Yeah, so hopefully, I think it's about 12 o'clock now, so I've got another 2-3 hours, probably pack up about 3 o'clock. Maybe a bit earlier actually, because it's Christmas Eve and I've got to get to the shop, so maybe about 2:30, so maybe a couple of 2.5 hours or so left. Just a short one today. I say the rods went in about just after 11, so we'll see if we can get one. We've got a couple of hours. I'll speak to you all in a bit. Right, I've just seen, good sign, I've just seen a fish lump out literally right between my two rods. So they're in the area, which is good. But for those of you that are familiar with the YouTube channel of the South Coast Angler, he's on the same ticket as me, I found out recently. And this is the lake he calls the doorstep lake, because it's right on our doorstep. It turns out we don't live that far from each other now that I've moved. And yeah, this is one of he's got a little campaign going. He wants to catch a 20 from here. I also think that's something I haven't done. I've only ever fished this lake once before. I fished it about 5 years ago on a day ticket. Fished it once. I had 3 bites, landed 2, but they were both high doubles, I think. I didn't have a 20. So looks like it's a race between me and the South Coast Angler, just so you can get the 20 out of here first. That one that I just saw lump out was a nice dark one. Looked like a common, but it didn't look that big. You know, mid-double maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell. I'll spin you round. Right, obviously I've got one there, and I've got one there, and it lumped out right there. So they're definitely moving. They're moving. I think they're moving up and down that far margin, because I saw one earlier lump out on the margin down there about half an hour ago, and then they've lumped this way as well. So I reckon they're hugging that margin. So with any luck, I'll be able to tempt one out a little bit. Fingers crossed. Couple of hours to go. Speak to you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. We've got about half an hour left, and there's still the odd sign, so I can't really do any more than put my bait where there's fish. There's a big weather front moving in. We've got rain due in the next half an hour, and then rain in for the next 24 plus hours. So the fish are just hunkering down. Still a chance to nick one. It's a slim chance. Hopefully I can. If not, the next time I speak to you will be the end. Hopefully sooner. Catch up with you then. Right, well that's it. Just going to collect my net, and then that's the last of it. No fish, unfortunately, but I've only been here 4 hours. I know 4 hours is enough time to catch fish, but it's tricky in the winter as it is. Right, that's the net. Get rid of all the leaves out of it. Right, thank you all for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and I'll probably see you all now next time I'm on the bank. It shouldn't be too long, but from me and from everybody else that hangs outdoors, Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a good Christmas and a good New Year. Catch up with you all soon, you outdoors freaks. Hangs outdoors out. Good morning everyone and welcome back to Wayne's Outdoors, you outdoors freaks. It is Friday morning, it's about 9:30 and I've come back down to the lake I was at last time, and I'm just going to be here for the day with Deal, and I'm going to try and catch that 20 pounder before South Coast Angler does. So I'll catch up with you all in a bit. Right, here we are back at the lake. I've just come through the gate. Just walking down to the swim I'm choosing. Not seen anything, so I'm going in the swim that I should have gone in last week, or not last week, the other day I was here, when I kept seeing the fish jumping out, and speaking to the bailiff, that's where they were holding up before as well. Before that, they've been there for a while, so that's where I'm going. Deal's already there, past the stuff over the fence. Just coming up on it now. Going in the right hand swimmer too here, fishing to that over there, which is where the fish were lumping along that margin last time, holding up over there. So I'll set up and catch up with you in a bit. And there's Dylan with all his bits. Speak to you in a bit. Right, welcome back everyone, it's 10:30. Just one rod for me today, two for Dill, fishing to that far margin where them fish were lumping out all day last time we was down here. Just got a little white wafter on, standard Ronnie rig, about 8 inches long, and hopefully we'll have something out. Just sit quiet now, leave the rods, no more disturbance. It took me about 10 casts to get it out, annoyingly, so no more disturbance now. I'm about a foot off that bank over there. And see what happens. Hopefully bring you back with a fish. Catch up with you in a bit. Right, Dill's just walked round and thrown a little handful of boilies over each one. Literally about 5-6 boilies over each one, that's it. That's all we need for the day. I say just the one rod for me. Hopefully it's all I need. Not seen anything yet, but obviously we've had the disturbance of the leads going in. They didn't start till about midday, showing till about midday actually when I was here the other day, so another hour and a bit. With any luck we'll have something today. But I've joined Christchurch Angling, and so there'll be a new lake at the weekend. Although I'll probably be there before you see this video. I've joined it for 3 lots of waters they've got. The big one obviously being Spinnaker, very low stock, 65 acre pit, carp over 50 pound. Then they've got, I think it's called, can't even remember what it's called. There's another one, Bucklesford or something. It's got carp mid 30s to high 30s, potentially 40s. Then they've got Ibsley Pools, which had carp over 30, mid 30s 6 years ago. So not many people fish that one, I don't think. So it'd be interesting to see what they can come out at. Just intimate little pools. So I should be going on there. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be doing at the weekend. I think it's Hucklesbrook. I might go there the weekend. So fishing there to, you know, mid to high 30s. Some lovely scaly ones in there. Little, about 7 acres. So yeah, I'll be doing a video there for the first time. Tomorrow till Sunday. So fingers crossed for that, and fingers crossed for today. Hope you all had a good Christmas, and I'll catch up with you all in a bit. Afternoon everyone, it's 12 o'clock and we've moved. We've gone from that swim that we're in there. We are down now in the end swim where the island is. There's been a bit of fizzing up along that back there. There's an inlet pipe there. That's where I've got my rod, just down there. There's a little gravel bar down there, a little bit of gravel. And then Dill's got his just along this island here. So, happy days. It's definitely better down here. Let's go down and have a look. And it's actually more sheltered as well out of the wind because it's got this big bank behind us. Dill's put his little brolly up. So we're down here now. So I'm literally fishing just in that gap there. Just off it, about a foot off it. I'll keep my eyes open. Happy days. Hopefully be able to speak to you all soon. And hopefully we'll have a fish. It definitely feels better down there. It's sheltered. There's fish here, we're out of the wind. Fish more sheltered down here. Wind's hacking in here as well. So catch up with you all in a bit. Welcome back everyone, it's 1:30. I had to shoot out for half an hour, pick up Dill's new reels, got delivered. He's all set now. I'll show you his setup in a minute. Rod's back out. Rod's back out, right in front of the inlet pipe. A little bit of flow coming through there. Nice little bit of gravel there where it all flows everything through. Little handful of boilies over it. We'll sit here now for a couple of hours and see if anything goes. Might stay here till like into dark. Stay till sort of 5 or something if the weather holds off. It's meant to, so it's meant to start raining about 5, so we'll probably be packed up for then. Hopefully we'll have something. Catch you later. Right, welcome back everyone. Nearly 2 o'clock. Like I said, I'll show you Dill's new setup because he's really happy with it. His first matching setup. Sonic, Vader, XRS rods and reels. His little Delkim alarms. His Sonic stands. Bank sticks. He's well happy with it, bless him. And just needs to catch a fish on it now. Hopefully he'll be able to christen them today. Right, hang on a minute. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, it's just coming up to 3 o'clock. Got the rods in for about another half an hour. I had a walk round about half hour ago. Walk round that edge over there. Had a good look all in. And I still feel as though I'm in the right place. I'm sure I saw a bit of a swell, like a bit of a tail swell while I was over there, but it was hard to tell, but there's definitely something over there near where I am. Dill's had a couple of beeps on his. We don't think it was the wind. We're sure it could have been liner. I definitely feel like we're in the right place. I heard one lump out earlier just on the other side of the island there, but you can't fish round that side. So half hour to go. Fingers crossed for last knockings. Catch you in a bit. Right, afternoon everyone. It's just about 4 o'clock and that's it. We're packing up. I'm all packed up. Dill's just packing his last rod up now. No fish unfortunately. Not really a lot. We see the odd thing. I heard some jumping behind the island that we can't get to. Saw the odd little swell and that, but can't be 100% sure it was fish. So it's one of them. We've only been here for a few hours. Only really come down because Dill wanted to come down with his new bivvy and his new rods and his new reels. So that's it. So next time, like I say, you see me, I'll be on the new club. So yeah, chance of some big uns. Like I say, the lake I'll be fishing this week is it's got mid to high 30s up to 40. Probably does 40s right time of year. And then there's the big lake that I'll be going on, the big pit I'll be going on, that's got 50 swimming around in it. big pit, 65 acres, only 13 swims, very low stock. People do years on there for a bite. We know people, I know someone who's got mates that have done over 2 years on there and haven't had a bite. So very low stock, can't use boats, it's all from the bank. There's a lot of water you can't get to, but you know, I like them lakes, as you know, because I did Ivy. So that's where we are, that's where I am. I'm all packed up. So until the next time, Haynes Outdoors, out.